great right now, Wolf, to be joined on the Arizona Sports Line by former Cardinals wide receiver Anquan Boldin.
The Quan.
What's going on, Anquan?
How you guys doing?
Quan, man, every time I hear your voice, it just warms my heart. How are you, my brother?
I'm good, Wolf. How you been, man?
I'm doing really, really well right now. May I ask, where are you? What part of the country or the world? Where are you, Quan?
I'm back in Florida now. My body clock is all jacked. Man,
You've been
me and my
traveling?
family, me and my family were on vacation, so we went to Thailand and Singapore.
Whoa!
And I get back, which was 11, 12 hour ahead of Florida. I get back, and then I fly out to Arizona like 2 days later. And so it's like a 3-hour difference from Florida, which is like 14, 15 hours from Thailand, Singapore. So I don't know what time zone I'm on. I don't know when I'm supposed to go to bed, when I'm supposed to wake up. It all just is a big blur right now.
Yeah, Quan, would you recommend Thailand to those that are listening out there as a little getaway? Would you recommend it?
Oh, most definitely.
Okay.
It's a great spot. People are friendly. Food is great. You have a lot of different areas you can visit. We started in Bangkok, which is like a big New York City, but it's a lot cleaner. And then we went to Chiang Mai, and then we went to Phuket, which is like the islands, the getaway. And then we finished up in Singapore. So, man, the trip was great. We spent about 3 weeks over there.
Oh, wow.
That's awesome, man.
And for us, it was just a trip to regroup.
Wow.
That's awesome, brother.
Well,
Glad to hear it.
We appreciate you joining us right now with the clock all messed up and everything like that as well. Want to ask you about Marvin Harrison Jr. and just in general. It doesn't have to be specific to Marv, but when you broke in, Anquan, I mean, you started out of the gates very quick to your NFL career, but what is that adjustment like even from year one to year two when you're an NFL wide receiver?
I mean, I think that's when you have your biggest jump, to be honest with you, year one to year two. Number one, there's that familiarity with everything that's going on. When you come in as a rookie, man, your head is spinning. New city, new coaches, new system. As a receiver, you got to get used to a new quarterback. So there's a lot that's going on as far as dynamics. But then when you come into year two, especially for a guy like him, same quarterback, same system, obviously same city, all of those things, the familiarity, it just helps him. And like I said, it's fortunate for him because, like, for me, year two, I had a different head coach, different quarterback, different offensive system. Like, all of those things were different for me. So for him, I like the fact that there's that continuity, and he can just continue to build off of last year.
What advice, Quan, would you give Marvin Harrison Jr.? What advice would you give him? What advice did you receive as a young wide receiver in the National Football League that helped you?
I mean, the advice that I would give him, honestly, and nobody ever gave me this advice. I had it because there was a lot of, like, negativity coming in on where I was drafted, how I was drafted, all of that stuff. So for me, it was, I just didn't care. Like, whatever somebody said about me, like, I'm not a big social media guy. I wasn't at that point. I mean, it's a different day and age. I didn't read newspapers. I didn't read the headlines. You know, all of the stuff that was written about me, I didn't care. If I heard something, I was just going to prove you wrong, just point blank. And that would be the advice that I would give him. Forget what people say about you. Just go be who you are.
Yeah.
And if you be your biggest critic. And if you're your biggest critic, you don't have to worry about nobody else. And, like, I think that's one of the things that the athletes have. You know what I'm saying? Those athletes who are their biggest critic, I mean, they don't really care about what other people say because they judge themselves a lot more harsher than anybody else. But they also are guys who work on the things that they know they need to work on. And for him, I mean, he has all the tools. He has all the skills. I think for him, it's just go out and be yourself, play ball.
Love that.
We're talking to Anquan Boldin, and Anquan, honestly, that answer might apply to this next question I'm going to ask you, but the Cardinals have, as a team, higher expectations now than they have the last couple years. Just from your experience in the league, what is the best way for a team to handle expectations, both internally and externally, when they start to get, kind of up there?
I mean, I think those things, man, have to stay internal. You know what I'm saying? I think sometimes, and I can go back. I know when we were in Baltimore, the year that we won the Super Bowl, we actually had a better team the year before, talent-wise. But the year that we won it, man, we just knew, like, we were a team, and we knew what we had in the locker room. And from the first day of training camp, we had one goal, and that was to get to New Orleans. And no matter what happened throughout the season, no matter the injuries that took place, because we lost a lot of guys to season-ending injuries. But because we knew who we were, we knew the character in the locker room, we know what we had built on from prior seasons, nothing outside of the locker room could distract us or get us off track. And I think the Cardinals this year has to be that same way. They fixed some things last year. I think last year, the defensive front was a weak spot on the team, but I think they've gone out and they fixed that through either the draft or through free agency, bringing back in guys like Calais Campbell. I think that will be a strong suit for them this year. So for them, man, it's just knowing who they are and staying true to who they are, and then going out and just playing ball. And again, forget the headlines. Forget what people are writing about you. Forget the expectations that people have for you. Nobody's expectations should be bigger than the ones that you have in those locker rooms.
Totally agree.
You guys know what you go out, and you guys know the kind of work that you put in every day. Just have each other's back and go out and play ball.
I love that, Quad. Listen, a lot is made in regard to a quarterback and a wide receiver and the chemistry thereof. How does that happen, Quan? How do you get a chemistry? Do you believe in the chemistry? Is it something that is real, a quarterback and a wide receiver building that kind of chemistry, and how do you do it?
Well, it's real. It's definitely real. But I think chemistry is so much more than just what you do on the field. I think for a quarterback and a receiver, chemistry, man, is just spending time with each other. And I think that's how you grow that. Now, as far as being on the field, one thing that, and I would encourage, Kyler and all of his receivers to do, one thing that we used to do with Kurt and all the receivers, every day after practice, we would just take one route and we would perfect it. And we would have to go down and back, every receiver and all the quarterbacks. And there could be no incompletion. Routes versus air. So just say one day we pick a slant route. So all the quarterbacks and all the receivers, you have to run a slant route. Every receiver has to run that route twice, down and back. And the quarterback and the receiver have to be on the money. Ball can't touch the ground. If the ball touches the ground, you got to start all over again from the top. And for us, man, it gave us extra reps every day. But just think about it. You think about from training camp on throughout the season, every practice, you perfecting one route. Because I'm a true believer in every game is going to come down to a must-have situation. And usually those must-have situations are you trying to get a first down to either keep a drive going and preventing from punting, or if you don't get that third down, then you got to punt, and now the game is out of the offense's hands, and now the defense has to stop the opposite offense. So if we can convert those third down situations and those must-have situations, our chances of winning are a lot better than us losing. So when we can perfect those things and we can go out and we can do it on Sundays, man, it makes the game a lot more easier. And that's how you build that confidence in one another. So when those situations do come, man, you've practiced it all year. Yeah. And for me, that's something that I'm a true believer in. So I think for those guys, man, I would encourage them. Yes, you're going to have your practices. Yes, you have your schemes, all of that stuff. But, man, build in time where it's just quarterbacks and receivers after practice. And talk to each other, because as a receiver, you want to know what the quarterback is thinking, on what coverage, where you want to place the ball. You should be relating that to the quarterback. and that dialogue should go back and forth, and that's how you build that rapport and that camaraderie between the quarterback and the receiver.
Quan, love you, buddy. Thank you so much for
Always great
joining
talking
us and
to you,
giving
man.
us your thoughts. Love talking to you. Say hello to the family, okay? And thanks for the tip on Thailand.
Oh, no problem, man. It's always great talking to you, man. Wolf, I miss you, man.
Okay, brother.
Glad when I see you again.
Absolutely, man. Look forward to it. God bless.
All right.
Thanks, Anquan. That's Anquan Boldin joining us right there on the Arizona Sports Line. Man, like I know that he's not like coaching necessarily, but some of that stuff he says right there, that's gold for a receiver like Marvin Harrison Jr., who you got to remember probably hears stuff like that just because of growing up around the NFL too. But that stuff that Anquan was saying right there, it's good because it's logical. It makes a ton of sense.
Yeah.
It's not like super complicated,
Yep.
and yet it's not stuff you typically hear, right?
Yes.
I mean, that idea to just go out there and perfect that route as a team after practice.
I just love what the Quan was saying about be your harshest critic, Basinonians. He is spot on.
Well, because you know he was. I mean, he
was.
and if you have that ability, then you don't need to be paying attention to what other people are saying if they're criticizing you.
Thanks for watching Wolf and Luke. Tap to see more and click the button in the middle to subscribe to Arizona Sports.